Okay, cool. So welcome back to the channel today. I'm not really going to be using the whiteboard behind me like I usually am, but we're going to get straight into three reasons for why you're never going to get into shape. And I'm going to be saying it in a bit of a harsh way, but life's harsh. So if you're soft, click off the video because this is not going to be for you. You're not going to get in shape anyways if you're a little softy. But I'm going to have to kind of just tell it to you straight in this video, as a good coach does. Not that I'm coaching you, I'm likely not coaching you, but yeah, it's not easy to get into shape. If it was, everyone would be doing it. So let's get straight into the first reason for why you're never going to get into shape or get the body that you want. And that's the fact that you're arrogant. You've got a big ego. You think you know it all. You think you don't need help from anyone, in regards to getting into shape. You think you don't need to get a coach. You think, I don't need to, learn more about how to get the body I want because, it's just eating this amount of calories or getting this amount of protein in or doing this exercise or doing that workout, but you don't do it. If you did, you would have had results by now. You've still got a big belly. All these years have gone by and you're still the same. So clearly, you don't know what you're doing because if you did, you would have done it by now. So that's the first reason for why you're not in shape. You're just arrogant and you've got a big ego. And I'd say that's the most common reason for why a lot of people are not in shape is just straight up arrogance. So the second reason is that you're just lazy. I'd say this is a pretty common reason as well. You work out for a little while, you might have been working on the right things, but you're just lazy, you stop because you expect results to come too quickly. You expect results to be handed to you on a plate. You've got to be patient in this game. Well, just with anything really, you can't work hard for a little bit and expect to get a transformation. I mean, people be working for years to get the body that they want. You know what I mean? Not saying that it'll take you years, but you have to be willing to do that at least, like mentally. Like a lot of you are not willing to even put 1 month of hard work in. How are you ever going to get into shape? Like, you know what I mean? Like even with the most perfect game plan, it'll take you a few months to see really good progress. And if you're not bothered to do it because 1 week in or 2 weeks in you're slowing down and you're not seeing as much progress as you thought, then you're never going to get into shape. So you've got to be willing to put in the work and be a bit patient as well. And you've got to be very self accountable. You can't be like, I'm feeling tired today after work, I'm just going to skip the workout. Because do that and you'll never get into shape. Okay, cool. So the last reason for why a lot of you are not going to get into shape is just that you're stupid. Now, I'd say this is the least common reason. A lot of you, if you're watching this, you're probably not stupid because you're in the right place for getting into shape. But a lot of you are stupid. And by stupid, I mean you might be working on the wrong things, which is fine. We've all been there. I've spent a long time myself being stupid and working on the right things. I mean the wrong things, and just kind of like not really making much progress and having to work a lot more as well. So yeah, you're working on the wrong things because you don't know enough about what you need to do to get the type of body that you want, the type of progress that you want. You don't know enough about your current level, and that means your strategy is probably wrong. So what I'd say if you're at that point is not to worry too much, like that you could fix that like very quickly compared to the other two, being arrogant or being lazy. Those are harder to fix. But if you're just stupid or lost about what you're doing, that's fine. Like you could go and get a coach. You could watch my videos. You could watch other videos. You could ask your friends that are going to the gym and seeing progress. You could easily learn and like change your strategy with your diet and your training and your lifestyle. And it shouldn't be too hard for you to get there. So yeah, those are the three reasons. I'd say if I had to rank them in terms of like what is the most common reason for like people not getting the body that they want, I'd say being arrogant is the biggest one. You probably expect it to be too easy as well. You could be a mix of these reasons for why you're not getting results. Like you could be both arrogant and lazy. You could just be stupid. You could be just arrogant or just lazy. But what I'd say is arrogant people get nowhere. Lazy people also get nowhere because you could have all the ideas in your head. You could know exactly what to do, but if you don't take action, you're going to be stuck. I mean, I'm sure there's people out there that have way more training knowledge than me, even, but they don't get anywhere because they don't actually take action. So, if this video just kind of like showed you why your mindset is so important for fitness in general, I should have probably pointed that out earlier. These are all mindset topics because you always hear it. People say, "Oh, change your mindset first." But how do you actually do that? So, I'd say these are the three things that you need to